Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm super excited about today's podcast. Inside this informative session, it's like you're coming to class. We are going to talk all about the energetics of being you, the energetics of following the guidance for doing our life's work, and what it looks like, where we start. And the reason I'm sharing this is this I'm taking from a beautiful class. And the reason I'm sharing this from my angel healer training is because I want you to know that it begins at a point A. And it's not always what we think. Like, we think we're going to come into, people come into my program and they're like, I'm a healer and I'm doing all these things and I'm showing up in the world and I'm having these sessions and I'm going to write a book. And they get all the great downloads and the great views of what they're supposed to do, but they don't know how to start, where to start. Like, as if the clients are all going to be there and the book is going to, make it to the bestsellers list, and their YouTube channels and their social channels are going to go skyrocketing, and their income is going to be, making six figures. But that's not how it starts. We all have a beginning point where we lean in energetically to follow that support of the angels, of God, to lead us one step further into creating the energy that goes into writing that book, to participating in sharing our work via talks or creating a class, or inviting people to come and work with us in any form that we are showing up and doing that. So I know you're going to really love it, and I can't wait for you to sit down, take some notes, and tell me your biggest takeaways. I really hope you enjoy this session.
When she smiles at you, she'll say, angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. No, no, angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. No, 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 no.
Angel Healer began as the Spiritual Healers course. And before this, it was a goddess boot camp. And so it has evolved and grown and been filled with so much love over the past decade of when it came into fruition. So around my kitchen table, I had these beautiful, beautiful souls. I had 8 women that said, yes, God, yes, to that first experience. And 6 of them joined in a daytime one, and 2 of them joined me in an evening one. And it was life-changing for me, because it was probably the first time that I was confident in something that I was doing, because it wasn't of me. It was for me, and it was for these people. So first and foremost, I was in a confidence that I had never experienced before. And as we step into our purpose, and as we step into our roles as healers in this world, we're leaning on our angels, our team of angels that God has provided us with. We're leaning on our faith that grows with our relationship. It grows with our love. It grows with the time that we spend nurturing ourselves, nurturing our relationship with our belief system. And this is what changes our frequency. It's what changes our vibration. It leads us into alignment with our soul self. There's this beautiful momentum that you have in whatever phase of life that you're in, that starts to break you free of your sticky cobwebs, the old patterning, the soul fragments, those pain points, the sufferings, the pain, the things that block all of our joy. So the one thing that I know that is very true is, once we change our frequency, once we change our energy, doors start opening, miracles start happening. And as a healer, your role in this world is in serving others. Your role in this world is to show up authentically and as clear as day as possible, right? And so if we're unconscious throughout our day, if we're asleep, which we get in habit, We forget. We have forgotten all of who we are. And so this journey is a remembrance journey. It's a remembrance journey. It's a coming home. So God says you are perfect. God says, I created you in my image and you are me. And so your atmosphere, your reality has been built off of your belief system, your reality. That's your heaven or your hell. Am I living in my heaven or am I living in my hell? It is very personal. It's very, very personal. Why we are in a certain identity and why we stay there and why we stay there and why we stay there and why we continue to stay in a low frequency. Well, there's a few things here. It's not that you're wrong or bad or you're not getting it. It's, well, your brain has been wired to remember. Your brain has been wired to remember. It has memory. God is so great that he gave us memories. And being that it's wired to remember means it does go on autoplay. And those, we call that neuroplasticity. And we can look at people like Dr. Joe Dispenza. We can look at, there's amazing people doing amazing research about how we can actually rewire our brain through repetition of healthy thoughts, through tapping, through meditation, through hypnotherapy. There are many pathways in order for us to rewire our brain. So you're very aware that you are making a conscious decision to be different. You're making a conscious decision to stand in who you are as a soul. So our current state says, okay, this is our reality. It's a very common thing for energy sensitive people. It's a very common thing when you're so sensitive and you're leaning in all the time to supporting others, and you've had these physical and emotional experiences because your body also remembers. Your body holds old emotion. So this is how, when we tap in as healers and we put our hands over someone or we start moving energy, we'll feel a block. Something will come to us. We'll have an impression. So it's the body telling you. And then you can feel it in your own body. For my people that take on energy, you can feel that same suffering in your own body. So we have to become very aware of the frequency in which we're tapping in which we're bringing that person through that journey, and remembering that their body is telling a story, although their brain is telling something different. The two don't click always. There can be a separation. But here we're declaring, okay, something's going to shift. I'm ready for that, something new. Clearly you're here. Clearly this is like, yes, right? So that current state and that current identity is what we're looking for. What you desire comes from your heart. True desire. This is not a want. This is not a I wish. These things in your heart, they're God sent. God gives us desire to bring us to fulfilling our soul legacy, to give us the fuel to take action. But if we aren't in the frequency of our soul, then our desires can be a prison, because it can turn the other way. It can turn us from possibility into it'll never happen. I'm not that person. It's not for me. Others have it easy. Whatever the storyline, whatever the conditioned belief. So you're nurturing and reteaching yourself. You're loving, you're swaddling yourself. So if you can see this as you caring for yourself, you come first. You come first. It has to be you first. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So we want to go through our day as beautiful angel healers, setting our scene, choosing, I am infinitely me. I am showing up as me. I'm coming into this in the frequency and the vibration that I want to. Thank you. I hope that you have a beautiful night. God bless you. Mwah. All right, my lovey, what was your greatest takeaway from this informative session? I'm so honored to share all of what God has given and shown me along the way, and the many amazing teachers and coaches that I've worked with as well that have positively impacted my work here on this planet. And so I just want to be here for you. I want to show you that love supports love and that we can do this together. I would love for you to come hang out with me in my Soul Shine group. It is a like-minded group of amazing women who come together twice a month to receive the miracles, the blessings, the guidance, the support that heaven has waiting for us. So not only do I get to deliver this, I'm also receiving, which is brilliant and loving and amazing. And the people that are joining together are sharing their wealth, their love, their support. And we are able to do that within our Voxer group because we have unlimited chat there, and then during our bi-monthly sessions. So if Soul Shine sounds like a fit for you, the link is in the show notes below. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in, and know that you are so, so loved, and I so appreciate you. Have a beautiful day, and I know what I know, because angels don't lie.